Can you all hear me right now? Yes. I hope it's perfectly fine and okay for each one of you. Yes, we are back. So today we are going to have a super amazing session on neural control and coordination, the structure and types of neurons. And before that, let me tell you something very important. That is, you may hear the noises. There is no noise suppression right now because I'm not using the mic. There is some issue with the mic. Okay, that's why there was no audio during the initial beginning of the class. Okay, so I will try to keep my sound as large in order to make you clearly understand each of the concept very clearly. Yes, everybody. So today we will be discussing two important topic. That is, number one will be the structure and types of neurons, which will be followed by the types of neurons. So you all know what does neuron refer to. Am I right or not? Yes, so I'll be giving you a quick idea about the same, and after that we'll move with the higher concept of the chapter. Those who are brand new to the channel, don't forget to become a part of our channel by joining our Telegram group at t.me/neat_biopoint. You can go to Telegram, just install Telegram. You can go to Telegram, just search t.me/neat_biopoint. Then you can join our Telegram channel in order to get the latest update and schedule of our channel. Those who are watching this session right now, don't forget to hit the like button, to share the video to your friends, and subscribe the amazing platform for more updates on biology. This is the updated schedule. Last week, the same was the schedule, but we were not able to just take out the classes because I was not well. Moreover, my throat was facing certain bit of issues, so I was not able to take continuous classes. So this is the updated schedule. That is 17th. You'll have the lecture number 2 on neural control and coordination, which will be followed by how to improve your scores in NEET mock test session sharp at 8:30 today. Then tomorrow you'll have the test on human reproduction for NEET 2022 batch students in class 12, and followed by neural control and coordination, generation and conduction of nerve impulse. Then on 19th, you will have neural control and coordination lecture number 4, followed by a motivational session on how to concentrate for long hours of study. Also for NEET 2022 and 2023 batch students, will be having a test on the biomolecules. 20th, you will have the neural control and coordination sense organ number 1, that is human eye, followed by 7 basic ways to strengthen the basics of your NEET. 21st, you will have the neural control coordination lecture number 6, that is human ear, followed by the test on reproductive health for class 12th, class 11th, cell cycle and cell division. Finally, 22nd of this month, we'll complete the chapter neural control and coordination, followed by the previous year questions in the form of a live AHA slides quiz or a Menti quiz. Yes, apart from all these things, you have super amazing surprises and gifts awaiting for each one of you from your channel BioPoint, Stream the World of Bio. So this was already posted in our Telegram group. So as it is mentioned, stay connected with us. The trailer number 1, the surprise trailer number 1 is going to be out today at 7 p.m. So stay tuned, everybody. 7 p.m. today, you will have the trailer number 1, surprise trailer for this biggest announcement ever made. Clear? This is going to be giving you a promise. This is going to be the biggest announcement made on our platform. Okay, I'm not telling a lot of things about this. So again, reminding you something very big, very interesting is coming up. 7 p.m. sharp, you will have the trailer number 1 for this big announcement, which is going to be commencing soon on our channel. So for this, you must subscribe our channel. You must also join a Telegram group at t.me/neat_biopoint. So let's get started with today's class. Okay. So yes, Sonali and Abhi. So let's get started. Neuron. A neuron has 3 major parts. Okay, 3 major parts. This is going to be a previous year question directly from your NCRT. Previous year question. A neuron has three major parts. That is, as you all know, it consists of cell body, dendrites, and axon. In your class 10th, NEET 2023 students, that is last year 10th standard students, neural control and coordination chapter was actually control and coordination from your class 10 CBSE portion have been cancelled out. So we haven't got it discussed last year. But this year, I will be discussing each and every point in detail. So three major parts are there for the neuron. Number one, it is a cell body. Number two, it is a dendrites. And number three, it is the axon. Dendrite is this portion. This structure arising from the cell body is known as the dendrite. Cell body means this region is referred to as what? The cell body. From the cell body only certain fiber projections are coming out. These small projections are referred to as what? Dendrites, or you can call them as what? Dendrons, dendrites or dendrons. The largest one of the dendrons is very large, and that is referred to as what? Axon. Look, very large, and that is referred to as what? Axon. I hope the point is very much clear for everybody. So three major parts: cell body, dendrites, and axon. The cell body is also known as cyton or perikaryon. Don't get confused by the term. Cyton or perikaryon can also be the terms used for the cell body of a neuron. Clear, everybody? Clear? Yes. So there are various other parts in the neuron, but firstly we have to understand that there is three major parts: cell body, dendrites, and axon. In the upcoming slides, we will learn about each of these things in detail. Clear? The cell body contains cytoplasm with typical cell organelles. The cell body contains granular bodies called Nissls granule. Okay, Nissls granule. There are certain granules which are scattered, so those you will call them as what? Nissls granule. Just imagine this is a cell body. In the cell body you will have certain granule like structure. So these granule like structure you will call them as what? Nissls granule. Clear? Nissls granule. These granules are of the rough endoplasmic reticulum with rosettes of free ribosomes and are the site of protein synthesis. Always remember rough endoplasmic reticulum associated with free ribosome, which are actually the site of protein synthesis. Very, very important. Okay, which is the site of protein synthesis. It is a ribosomes. So guys, this body, the main three parts is the cell body or cyton or perikaryon. The small fibers, projections arising from the cell body is the dendrite. One of the dendrite is very long, that will extend downward to have the axon. In the cell body or cyton of the neuron, you will find a central large nucleus. In addition to the nucleus, you will have certain granules present. Those granules you will call them as what? Nissls granule. This Nissls granule is actually granules which are actually formed of rough endoplasmic reticulum which contain ribosomes for protein synthesis. Clear? So guys, as I've already told you, the axon is a lengthiest dendron or the dendrite. In certain neurons, okay, I'm drawing two different things. This is two axons. So I have drawn two different axons. In case of certain axons, you will find a covering. You will find that their axon is protected by an external covering like this. But in certain case, you will never find any covering. So this covering of the axon in certain neuron, you will call them as what? Myelin sheath. What you will call them as? You will call them as the myelin sheath, along with these small knots in between. You will call them as what? Knots of Ranvier. Very important. Is it clear, Abhi and Sonali? Just I will give you a brief idea about the same, that is myelinated neuron and non-myelinated neuron. Look, look guys, over here you will never find a myelin sheath. You will never find a myelin sheath. Therefore, you will call such type of neurons as non-myelinated neuron. Whereas in certain type of neuron, you will find the myelin sheath as a protective sheath. Such type of neuron, you will call them as what? Myelinated neuron. What you will call them? You will call them as what? The myelinated neuron. Clear? So we will have a discussion on this, about the differences between the myelinated neuron and the non-myelinated neuron. So you must study, there are three major parts such as the cell body, dendrites and the axon, which will be followed by the Nissel's granule, ribosomes, protein synthesis, myelin sheath and the knots of Ranvier. Clear? Yes. What are dendrites? They are short fibers which branch repeatedly and project out of the cell body. So small fibers which branch out and project out of the cell body, you will call them as the dendrites. Dendrites will also contain Nissel's granule. Dendrites transmit impulses towards the cell body. So this will actually collect out all the impulses coming, and it will transmit to the cell body. Okay, that is the main function of the dendrite. You might be also thinking, what is this function of the dendrite? These dendrites will be collecting out the nerve impulses and they will be transmitting to the cell body. Clear? From the cell body only, it is going to pass through this axon depending upon the myelinated and non-myelinated neuron, and it is going to be coming to this axon terminal, and it will be released onto the dendrites of the other neuron. Okay, this is how you will find it. Okay, this is how you will find it. Clear? That is, listen over here very carefully. That is, the impulses will be transmitted from this axon and it will be transmitted through the dendrites of the other neuron into the next one. So simultaneously millions of neurons will be present. Through that millions of neuron, it will be transmitted. Clear? One more important point which I have to tell you over here: the space between the axon terminal of one neuron and the dendrite of another neuron is referred to as synapse. What is it? Synapse, or you will call them that space as the synaptic cleft. There are certain neurotransmitters present. There are certain neurotransmitters present at this particular synaptic cleft or the synapse, which is actually helping in the conduction of this impulse from one neuron to the other one. Just give me hearts on the screen if it's clear for Abhi and Sonali. Abhi, can you just tell me your full name? Are you there in our Telegram group as well? Please just let me know. hope it's perfectly fine and clear for everybody. Yes, so please just let me know because this is a highly complicated topic. Okay? Yes. What is axon? We have already discussed a long dendrite or a long fiber is referred to as what? The axon. The distal end is branched. Okay? The distal end of the axon bears a synaptic knob. I will just enlarge the image. This image is there in your NCRT. Look, it is just synaptic knob. The bulged portions at the synapse is known as what? Synaptic node. So I will tell you once again, you will have the Nissel's granules scattered in the dendrites and the cyton, which is referred to as a cell body as well. Then you will have the nucleus at the center, which you have the dendrites, short fibers. Then you will have the axon, which may be covered by myelin sheath, or in certain neurons, you will never find the myelin sheath. You will have the knots of Renvier in between, and you will have the axon terminals, and at the synapse, you will have the synaptic node. Okay, so synaptic knob have synaptic vesicle containing neurotransmitter, and one example of a neurotransmitter is acetylcholine. Very, very, very important for beginners. So name a neurotransmitter, you can name it as acetylcholine. So guys, this is actually the synaptic knob. This one is going to be enlarged. This single portion I'm going to enlarge in the next slide. Okay, so this is to be enlarged. So this is a neurotransmitter. This neurotransmitter is actually transmitted into the dendrites of the next neuron. Clear? This is how the neurotransmitter from the synaptic knob will be pumped out, and they will be transmitted to the respective neurons. Yes, everybody? Yes. The axon transmits the nerve impulse away from the cell body to a synapse. So from over here, the cell body, away from the cell body, that is the axon, will transmit the impulses from here into the synapse. Then only it can transmit it to the next neuron or next axon. Clear? Next, we have to learn about the three different types of neurons. There are mainly three types of neurons based upon the process arising from the cyton. That is based upon the number of axon and dendrite. They are the projections, right? So based upon the number, you can classify the neurons into three types: unipolar, bipolar, and multipolar. What are the three things? Unipolar, multipolar, and the bipolar. Clear? Let me take out a blank slide in order to explain this thing for you. So there are three types of neurons. So first of all, let me write out the names. Number one, you will have to learn about the unipolar neuron. Number two, you will have to learn about the bipolar neuron. Thirdly, you will have to learn about the multipolar neuron. Yes, can we start, guys? Yes. Unipolar neuron with cell body with one axon only. Cell body plus one axon. Cell body plus one axon, you will call them as unipolar. Bipolar neuron means cell body plus one axon plus one dendron or dendrite. Clear? That is the next one. Multipolar means you will have what? The cell body plus one axon plus two or more dendrites. So what are the three different types of neurons? Unipolar neuron, that is cell body plus an axon only. Bipolar neuron, cell body plus one axon plus one dendrite. Multipolar neuron means cell body plus one axon plus two or more dendrites. Just have to tell you one more important thing. After that, we will move on with the slides and learn that. Unipolar neuron is usually found in the embryonic layer or embryonic stage. Unipolar neuron is usually found in the embryonic stage. Bipolar neuron is usually found in the retina of the eye. Bipolar neurons are found in the retina of the eyes. Multipolar neuron is found in the cerebral cortex, in the brain, the cerebrum, the cerebral cortex. So these are the three major regions where you will find these types of neurons. So let's discuss one by one, guys. Okay, look, just zooming the same for you guys. Just listen very carefully. Cell body, okay, plus one axon. Actually, this diagram is actually wrong. You will find this, you will never find this over here. Okay, you will never find this. Okay, unipolar. Unipolar means one axon plus what? Unipolar means one axon which will be followed by a cell body. Unipolar. Bipolar means cell body plus one axon plus one dendrite. Multipolar means you will have the cell body, two or more dendrites plus one axon. Let's discuss one by one, guys. This is actually multipolar neuron. Multipolar neuron has cell body which has one axon and two or more dendrites. They are found in the cerebral cortex and are the most common neuron. Multipolar neuron is the most common neuron which is actually present inside our body. They are found mainly in the cerebral cortex. Whenever you study the diagram of a neuron, you will study like this, right? You will study this diagram of a neuron. This contains a cell body, multi dendrites, and one long axon as well. So this is the common diagram which you will draw, which is actually the diagram of a multipolar neuron. Clear? So you must study what is multipolar neuron and where is it found. Bipolar neuron means it has one axon and one dendrite. It is found in the retina of the eye. Bipolar neuron found in the retina of the eye. Next you will have, this is the exact diagram, unipolar neuron. It means cell body followed by one axon. They are found in the embryonic stage. So unipolar neuron, one cell body plus one axon, and that will be found in this embryonic stage. Yes, everybody. Next, as we have already discussed this concept, that is on the basis or absence. In certain neurons, you will find the myelin sheath, whereas in certain, you will never find this myelin sheath. So in those neurons where you will find the myelin sheath, you will call them as the myelinated neuron. In there, you will never find a myelin sheath, you will call them as the non-myelinated neuron. Let's have the difference between the same. The myelinated nerve fibers are enveloped with a Schwann cell which forms myelin sheath around the axon. So what is the function of Schwann cell? Helps in the formation of myelin sheath. Okay, so the myelinated nerve fibers are enveloped with a Schwann cell which forms the myelin sheath. The gap between two adjacent myelin sheath is called the node of Ranvier. Myelin sheath is discontinuous at the nodes of Ranvier. So the small area. Okay, the small area you will call them as what? Node of Ranvier. So there is discontinuous. it's not like this. Myelin sheath is not like this, and the axon is passing through. You will have what? Small discontinuity. Clear? So what is this? Myelin sheath is present, so this will be a myelinated neuron. Myelinated nerve fibers are found in spinal and cranial nerves. Okay, myelinated nerve fibers are found, they are present in the spinal and the cranial nerves. They show jumping or saltatory conduction. Just look over here, guys. I will zoom the image for you. Just see whether you will find what. Oh my god, when you zoom it, just from over here, they'll jump on to the next, jump on to the next. Look, jumping here. Okay, they show jumping or saltatory conduction. Who shows jumping or saltatory conduction? Myelinated. Myelinated shows jumping or saltatory conduction. Whereas unmyelinated nerve fibers is enclosed by Schwann cell which does not form myelin sheath. They are most commonly found in the autonomous and somatic neural system. Those who have watched our lecture number 1 will know what is this autonomous and somatic nervous system. They show slower continuous conduction. Look, slower continuous conduction. Very slowly they are going to pass. Very slowly they are going to pass. They are passing. So which is faster in action? Myelinated. If myelins are present, they will actually show jumping or saltatory conduction. Whereas in non-myelinated or unmyelinated nerve fiber, you will find a very slow action. Clear? So this is just a cartoon picture for you to just understand the differences between a myelinated and a non-myelinated axon. In case of myelinated axon, it is very essential for speedy flow. The action potential is very fast. Whereas non-myelin, it is very slow. You have to depolarize each and every millimeter of the axon. Clear? Myelinated, then impulse can travel with a frequency of 100 to 150 meter per second. 100 to 150. Whereas over here, 0.5 to 10 meter per second. Just up to that small speed only you will find non-myelinated. That is what we have already discussed over here. They will jump. Over here they will jump. Whereas here they will slowly move. Just by seeing the diagram you will be able to know that. Clear? Is this clear? So the speed of nerve impulse conduction will be 0.5 to 10 meter per second in a non-myelinated, whereas 100 to 150 meter per second in a myelinated neuron. This is also a previous year question. This has not been this has not been done in the NCRT textbook. So please just note this down at the side of your NCRT. Can we do 2 to 3 questions and wind up today's class? Just give me hearts on the screen so that let's do 2 to 3 questions and then let's end today's class. Ready, everyone? Yes. So let's get started. Question number 1. The basic structural components of a neuron. Basic structural components of a neuron. Page number 316 of your NCRT. Option A is cell body and axon. Option B is cell body and dendrites. Option C, axon and dendrites. Option D, cell body, axon and dendrites. Yes, just tell me your answers. We discussed this in today's class, right? Let me show you that. After that we will come forward. The three major parts: cell body, dendrites and axon. So which is the correct answer over here? It is option number D, cell body, axon and dendrites. Let's move on to next question. Identify the incorrectly matched pair of cell organelles found in the neuron and its function. Again, page number 316. We discussed the answer for this question in detail in today's class. Nucleus contain DNA, mitochondria associated with energy production, Golgi apparatus protein synthesis, lysosomes scavengers of neurons. Yes, let's have a quick look on that and let's come back after that. These granules, free ribosomes, are the sites of protein synthesis. In the question over here, it is given Golgi apparatus protein synthesis incorrectly matched. Option number C will be the correct answer for this question. Is it clear? I haven't received the answer from Sonali. Is it clear right now? Let's move on to the next question. Refer to the diagram of the structure of neuron. Identify A, B, and C. A, B, and C. You know what is A? I haven't labeled this over there. What is A? The cells that produces the myelin sheath in a myelinated neuron. What you will call them? You will call them as what? Schwann cell. What is B? B is a small nodes in between. So you'll call them as what? Nodes of Renvir. And what is the C? C is actually the synaptic knob. So A is a Schwann cell, B is a nodes of Renvir, and C is a synaptic knob. So your right answer can be what? Option number B. Just let's have a look on that. Look, the diagram that have been labeled: Schwann cell, node of Renvir, synaptic knob. Three labelings. Three labelings. Yes. Let's come back again. Just tell me the answer for the same. Page number 317, what we have learned right now as well. Unipolar neuron is found in the embryonic stages. Bipolar neuron is found in the retina of the eye. Multipolar neuron is found in the cerebral cortex. So A1, B3, A3, B2 and C1, option A will be the correct answer for this final question. Right? Yes. So this assertion reason question is going to be a today's homework. So please do comment out the answer for this question in the comment section. Let's see who all gives the correct answer. And Sonali, congratulations that you have given me the answer for the last class question, but the slides were already prepared. So I was not able to just add on your answer on the screen. Yes? Clear? So let's see. Sharp at 7 p.m. today with the trailer number 1 on the surprise, the biggest mega announcement from our channel and our team. And sharp at 8:30, I'll be coming live in front of you with how to improve your NEET scores in the mock test. How to improve 4 important tips I'll be coming in front of you today. So stay tuned, everybody. Let's see. Bye bye.